Well, there's always certainly something going on behind the scenes here. That right there is one of them. That is the new Lane Shark Hammerhead. That thing is what's going to help me clear some trails today, but it's going to clear some trails back a little bit differently than what you're used to seeing. I'm never getting out of the tractor cab again with this new unit. As you're about to see, I have some controls inside the cab now. That's going to allow this thing to cut in a variety of different positions, both on the ground, up in the air, and everything in between. Now that Lane Shark LS4 you may have seen on the front of my tractor in previous videos, that thing is going somewhere special. And that's why I would encourage you to hang on for this video. Aside from cutting back some brush, showing you how this thing operates, and well, seeing the overall excitement on my face, you're about to get some very important news that I'm sure many of you will really want to hear. So hang on. I'm going to go fire this thing up for the very first time. Glad you're here to join me. tell you, as soon as you realize that you don't have to get out of the tractor cab, it is way faster. I'm finding that I can just drive along and set whatever angle I want for the lane shark there, cut it down and continue on my way. The other nice thing is it started pouring while I was out here. And normally if I had to get in and out of the tractor seat in order to adjust the angle, the position of the lane shark, well, I'd be getting soaked. But I haven't had to get out yet. And all I'm using up here is this little control box that allows me the range of motion. Anyways, we're on to the next here. It's quite the difference. It still cuts equally as well as the LS4. The big difference here is you just have that ability to sit in your seat and do all the controls. There's no maneuvering of any pins or anything of that nature outside of the seat. So let's get some of these raspberry canes cut back. And once again, I won't be going too far to do it. That's a beautiful thing. That's that control module I was using there. So I have these two rocker switches here, in, out, up, down. I have the system engaged, so the system on and off, and then the motor on and off. That's what I was using there to control that new Hammerhead. And one thing I really like about that is I can do all that without having to get outside of the tractor cabin. You saw me cutting all kinds of brush there. I was clearing new trails, cutting branches that were really high up. In fact, some of those were probably 8 or 9 or 10 feet. As long as the loader will reach there, you're way up there in the trees. And so cutting that stuff off was very nice. Going to save me from having to go out there with a pole saw and cutting off each individual limb, which could be quite onerous. Now, the Hammerhead was also nice in that I could cut not only the high stuff, but you saw me cutting down low. So I was going through, cutting away some brush, clearing a new trail. I was also down this way and I had some tall grass, and I have a new trail going in there. I just wanted to see what it would do with real wet grass. It's been pouring all day here. And so I put it down low and I cut it. I didn't cut it in stages. I've got no time for that. I put it down low and went to town. And sure enough, very happy with how it turned out. So I figure if you're going to find the limits of something, you better find it early because, well, why not? Anyways, if you hung around this long, the LS4 is probably what you're after. Probably that important information I was alluding to at the start of this video. It is important. Here's why. That exact unit right there, which is in mint shape, is going to be owned by one of you. How's that happening? Lane Shark has decided that they're going to give that thing away to someone. So someone out there is going to be able to go to the Lane Shark website. I will put a link down below here for how you can go there. And you can go there and you can enter to win that LS4. Not just any LS4, my LS4, the one that I've been using up until this point. That thing, although a bit dusty, it's in perfect working condition. It is going off to one of you. And my sincere thanks and hats off to Lane Shark for doing this. This is something that, you know, I'm happy to share with someone. I'm glad someone out there is going to get an opportunity to run this because I really enjoy running it as well. So if you're in the market, you've got a tractor, you've got a need for something like that, this is that opportunity. As I said, I'll put the link down below here. Head over there, Lane Shark, give them a hats off for me, hats off from you. Put down the information that's required there. Enter, you never know what can happen. Next thing you know, you can say that you saw your Lane Shark well in advance of actually owning it. On the channel, of course. Anyways, that's going to do it for me here today. It's a beautiful afternoon, so I'll keep going out here with the Hammerhead. Inevitably, the snow will start falling, but that won't scare me off because I'll be sitting inside the tractor cab running that thing anyways. But that's going to do it for me here today. As I said, if you like this video, make sure you give it the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.